It's absolutely critical to frequently review the progress of any strategic initiatives, whether you're calling them quarterly objectives, whether you're using the term ROCs, or whether you're using the system of OKRs. It's important to bring the team together, perhaps weekly or at the longest bi-weekly, to review how that is going and whether things are on track and to unblock any challenges. But often leaders lack any particular framework or are not sure of what questions to ask in these reviews. And I do believe that it's important to make these reviews productive, but also to keep them simple. And my simplified framework for any sort of performance review of this nature is the PPP model, P standing here for progress, problems, and plans. And the first is progress, and progress is not where you want to spend your time. Progress is where people love to spend their time, because we can spend lots of time saying everything that we've done, especially if things are not on track or we feel like we haven't done enough. Then you'll find that team members will be very keen to tell you in great detail everything that they've done, so that at least they sound like they've been busy. But the purpose in reporting on your progress is more like a traffic light system. We simply want to know whether we're on track, and if the planning was done correctly, then we should know exactly where that track should sit at this particular review interval. So the purpose of progress is simply to say I am on track or I'm not on track, and that's it. We do not need to use up the meeting time, which will frequently be the time of multiple people in that meeting, to burn down a whole list of everything that's been done, like a tick list, and then perhaps excuses of where things are off track. That's not the purpose of reviewing the progress. So progress is simply a traffic light system. You can spend 5% of the time reviewing progress. That's it. Now we want to go straight to problems. Are there any problems? The reason in having a meeting, the reason in bringing people together, the reason in burning up the time of multiple people in your organization is so that you can clear obstacles, so that if anything is stuck, you can clear that. So if there's any challenges, that you can tackle that together. That's the reason to bring people together and then to make decisions. So you want to spend the bulk of your time in talking about the problems. Of course, there may be no problems, and that's fantastic, in which case you say that and everything is fine. You've got a green light and you're happy to go. And hey, on the next meeting, hopefully everything's still on track. But if it's not, if there are any issues, any concerns, this is the main priority of the review meeting. It is to discuss the challenges that you have. So we've done progress and we've done problems. We wrap up with the plans. What are we going to do between here and the next interval of review? Whether that's 1 week, 2, or if it's further, then fine. But what are the plans between now and then? Most of that plan should already be in place with pre-planning that was done at the beginning of the quarter. But of course, plans change. And based on what happened in the meeting, you may be agreeing new plans and new deadlines. So you set your plans between now and the next meeting, so that when you come back into that meeting, you report on your progress. Are you on track? Did you do what you said you were going to do? Again, you work on the problems. That's where you want to be spending 80% of your time, and you finish with your plans between now and the next review meeting. Keep your reviews simple. PPP, progress, problems, and plans.